Happy anniversary. 7 years. We are going back home from New York City. We are about to get into Scranton.
Yeah, we're almost to Scranton.
Got it. We've been dating for 7 years, if you guys listened to the last podcast. I'm sure you guys did, because...
That was the before trip. This is the after trip.
This is the after trip. This is the go home trip. So 7 years ago, this time, I was actually having lunch at the DC in Davis with my good buddy Nolan and this dude that I don't talk to anymore. And I'm pretty sure I actually saw my girlfriend that day too. I'm pretty sure I saw you this day.
No, listen. Oh, did you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah, you might have.
Yeah, and I was staring at you again.
Yeah.
And in a few hours, at around 9 o'clock, I meet my girlfriend.
Yeah.
At a frat party. And we stay together ever since.
Shout out to A-Pie.
Shout out to A-Pie and Davis, guy. Shout out to my friend that I don't talk to anymore for forcing me to go to that party.
Yeah, or my friends for forcing me to go, because I wasn't sure I wanted to.
Yeah, my girlfriend was wearing the leopard print shirt.
Okay, it was a jungle theme.
It was a jungle, it was an animal theme. First of all, it was an animal theme. And I was wearing the animal shirt.
Yeah.
The powerlifting shirt, if you guys know what that is. And the red one. And my lady was wearing a leopard print shirt with like a crinkle skirt, mini skirt. That was a great time. I remember seeing my girlfriend at the party and just freaking out because my friend that I don't talk to anymore, the one that forced me to go to the frat party, actually made me go to the party because he was like, you know what? She might be there, man. She might actually be there. Because I actually saw you at a party before.
Although, whole time, though, let's just whole time we're like literally in the same, like right across the dorms from each other. Like
2 feet away.
And we saw each other at lunch all the time.
Pretty much every day. And this is the thing. The week of, it was what was it? It was a Friday or a Saturday, right?
It was a Friday.
It was a Friday.
Because I went to class that day and stuff, and then came back. I was doing homework before we went.
And I think like 2 days before, I went to the ARC, which is the student gym in Davis, and with my friend that I don't talk to anymore. And I was coming back and walking towards the gym, and I actually saw my girlfriend walking to the gym by herself.
Yeah, I was by myself.
Which I never saw. All I would see is her maybe like upstairs, like in a corner in a cardio room by herself doing Stairmaster once in a while. And this time I actually saw her walking to the gym, and I literally, after she passed us, I literally stood on the spot, and I remember telling my friend, dude, I'm gonna go talk to her. I'm gonna go into the gym after I did like a 2-hour workout because UC Davis ARC sucked. And it took forever to...
Yeah, you used to have to wait a long time to do anything.
Yeah, and I was in there for 2 hours.
Like, even for me, if you went on, like, at a busy time, like, the cardio machines would be completely packed.
Yeah. It was awful. Now it's better, I'm sure. That's what I hear. But I remember spending 2 hours in there and then coming out and seeing her, and then her passing by me. And we actually made eye contact. I don't know if you remember at all. But I remember saying, dude, I'm going to go talk to her. It's been way too long that I stared at her, and like she actually made eye contact with me. I'm gonna go talk to her, but I like waited too long, and I like ran into the ARC.
I was probably hiding because I used to go up to like the second floor and pick like the most random spot that the like cardio machines were in, and I would hide there because I just did not like people talking to me.
Yeah, so
I mean, I wouldn't have minded if you came to talk to me, but
yeah,
people were weird.
People are very weird at the ARC. This dude used to stalk my girlfriend.
There's a couple of them. I remember that guy with, like, I was studying that one time, and he, like, took the... Just like as a FYI, don't ever do this to anybody. I was, like, I had biology note cards, and I was, like, studying on the... I figured, like, I'll get a little bit of studying in and also go on the elliptical. And he literally, like... I don't even think he was, like, working out. I don't know what he was doing, because there used to be tours there all the time. I don't know if that's what he was part of, or I don't know if he was just waiting for somebody, because people used to study there. I was like, I had him on my hand, and he literally like, he was like, "What are you studying?" And he reached his hand off the machine. So he's like off on the bottom of the machine, reached his hand over, because you know they're like elevated a little bit, like over my machine, over and tried to grab them from me, and I smacked my hand back, and I said, "What are you doing?" He was like, "What are you studying?" And I was like, "Biology." And then he was trying to talk to me, but I had my earphones in, so I just like didn't say anything else to him. But like, don't ever do that to somebody. That's fucking weird.
This is the short dude, right?
No, that was a different guy. Yeah, this is some random guy, freshman year.
Yeah.
The other dude, but that was weird.
Yeah, but I remember watching her go into the arc, so I was sure she was in there. So I like sprinted in there.
I was definitely in there.
Yeah, I swiped my card, not there. And I literally searched the bottom floor and like the top floor, couldn't find her. And it like she said, she was like hiding in a corner. There's a specific spot where there's like a couple machines.
Yeah.
And that's where she used to go. And I remember thinking, oh, this goddamn sucks. And I think that Friday is when we saw each other at the
it was the same
party.
week for sure.
Yeah. And I remember we were inside, and my girlfriend was by the fireplace with her friends. And I remember going to my friend that I don't talk to and going, "Oh my God, she's actually here, man. She's actually here." And I was actually, because I was such a big wuss, I wouldn't like dare talk to her apparently.
Which also, by the way, I already knew who you were.
Yeah, because I would stare at her.
He had already asked my friend. Like I had a friend that had a mutual friend with him, and he had already brought it up that before break. Remember, this was after Christmas break.
This was after
before break. She was like, he like wants to talk to you, and I was like, I don't know who he is, because I didn't know your name, because she told me your like name, and I was like, I don't know who that is.
If you just heard this part, you would think we were in like middle school, but no, this was in college, guys.
Oh yeah, this was.
I'm like, oh Jesus, some good driving there, bud.
90 years old. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
So I like knew who you were just because of that, but like.
And we both looked each other up on Facebook.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't know who he is, and I don't know why he would know me, because she was like, I don't know. I think it was like a little bit of lost in translation. It made it seem like he'd already known who I was, and I was like, I don't know why he would know me. But anyways.
Yeah, I remember seeing her inside the house, and like just trying to get the courage to talk to her, and they went outside. And I remember thinking, God damn it, I missed it again. And then I went outside, or we actually knew a couple guys in the frat, so we were talking to the couple guys. And then we went outside, and we ended up pretty much being like...
I think something happened with you and Tatiana. Didn't Tatiana like yell your name or something?
That's the thing.
Yeah.
We were outside because I was like so upset, because I felt like such a wuss and a loser, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna get drunk. I'm gonna get a beer. And we were by the beer. They had a beer stand outside. And I remember going outside and standing there and like making because my friend knew everybody, and he was like, "Oh, I'll just get you a beer, man." And he went, and I was just standing by myself, and then I looked to the left, and there's literally my girlfriend sitting there with Tatiana, her friend. Hopefully she doesn't mind her name being exposed, but shout out to Tatiana for hooking us up. But I remember thinking, oh my God, this is it. This is the moment. And I was sitting there, and I was trying to figure out what to say. And then I would hear occasional, and it turns out it was Tatiana screaming, Justin! And she called me over, and she was like, yeah, I'm what's her name's friend. And this is Maria. Have you met Maria? And I was like, nope, I haven't met her. And we started to talk.
And it was just history from
there. And then we started to dance. And then we started dating, guys.
It's very actually anticlimactic after that. But.
Yeah. It's pretty much just straight up relationship since then. But
yeah.
Anyway, that was 7 years ago. 7 years ago. In 15 or 12 states. 7 years is a long time.
Common law.
Common law, guys.
Just kidding. We already talked
domestic
about
relationship. Anyway, we just spent our weekend at New York City. We love going there.
And we pretty much killed it on the food trip this
Oh my god, it was
time.
probably one of the best trips that we had so far. We spent a day in Jersey, we spent a day out in Queens, and we pretty much spent time in New York City just now before we left. And shout out to my friend who ditched me, who didn't see me. Shout out to JJ. Anyway, it was probably one of the best trips. Whenever we go into the city, we tend to just do Manhattan because I feel like there's so much to do in Manhattan. I just sometimes feel like I can't justify taking the train out to like Queens or Brooklyn or somewhere else.
You just feel like you're missing out on like the city if you do that.
Yeah, but this time we were like, we gotta stop doing this. There's so many boroughs around New York City that we have to explore. So in Jersey, actually, right when we drove in, we went to the barbecue place that I've been wanting to go for. I'm going to start talking about food if there's nothing else you want to talk about.
Oh yeah, I figured this is what we're going to.
All right, cool. We drove straight in, so we're really hungry at this point also. We drove straight into the barbecue spot that I've been wanting to go in New Jersey. It's called Kimchi Smoke. The dude is Korean Texan, and he does Korean soul food inspired barbecue. And he had this sandwich called crow roll, I think, something like that. And it's pan roasted kimchi on brisket or pulled pork
Yeah,
sandwich.
I think you get to pick your meat, right?
Yeah, we got the pork shoulder.
Yeah.
And a bunch of cheese on top.
It's really good.
Amazing.
I don't even like kimchi that much, honestly, because I have a very like low spice tolerance.
Yeah.
And it was so good.
So good.
I loved it.
I usually don't like fusion because I feel like it seems like too fake the way
Like
they do
played
it.
out.
Yeah, it just seems like little, like you said, played out. It just seems kind of boring and bland. Usually flavors are, at least. But this one was really good. I think he did a beautifully amazing job bringing out both things that I love, barbecue and Korean food.
And are we even going to talk about the brisket? Because
Brisket.
first of all, let's just talk about this whole East Coast thing. And like,
brisket
we don't eat a lot of
tri-tip.
brisket on the West Coast. We eat
No.
tri-tip, and you can't even find tri-tip up here.
Tri-tip's the shit.
Much less like actually buy it for yourself to cook it, and which is fair. Like, I mean, it is kind of an expensive cut of meat, so I'm sure you would like look at it and be like, why would I have tri-tip when I could just eat brisket?
Tri-tip's pretty much beef version of pulled pork. That's what it is.
Tri-tip is what? No, really.
Kind of.
I wouldn't say
You can
so.
eat it like
I think
that,
it's
though. You can
similar. I
pull
think
it
it's
apart.
similar to brisket
Fair.
because you get that crunchy outside, but I think it's better.
All right.
But anyway, so I'm not a huge fan of brisket, but this brisket was literally so good. Like
so soft,
wanted to die.
seasoned
I think I've
perfectly.
yet to have a brisket that good.
juicy, and that's why I wanted to go. It just, you know how Instagram gets. It looks good on Instagram, and when you go there, it's not as good.
Yeah, it doesn't taste that good.
We learned the hard way in LA.
Yeah. LA
But-
has a lot of Instagrammable foods that aren't
God.
actually that good.
Oh God, that's the city of Instagram. But
Yeah.
it was really good.
It was so good. I mean, I've never had like the thing I miss about tri-tip is like the burnt ends kind of, and he got like a crunch.
Oh, you got
Crunchy,
a good crust.
like burnt end crust on
Yeah,
that
amazing.
brisket. It was really good, and it was
Amazing.
soft. It was like
Amazing.
really soft.
Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Kimchi Smoke over there. I would definitely go back. I would try all their
I would
other
recommend it to anybody who's happens to find themselves in that town.
shit. Too bad they were out of beef ribs. I really wanted the beef rib. I absolutely love beef ribs. Anyway, moving on. We can't talk about just one thing.
Yeah.
We ate too much. Pretty much like every single place we went though, this trip is all recommended.
Yeah, I don't think we had anything that we didn't like.
It was all good. Everything. And after that, hands down, top 5 best donut of my life.
Yeah, well, we got to touch on that for a second too. We don't know what it is with on the East Coast with no like very minimal donut shops. I think if you've been to California, you know they're everywhere. There's like hundreds of small owned, locally owned donut shops, like any town.
Yeah.
But here it's not really that big of a thing. So
it's very rare.
We, anyways, we went to Jersey to get some donuts because they're supposed to be good, right?
Yeah, not to talk shit. I personally think East Coast donuts are inferior than West Coast donuts.
Well, there's less of them, so I feel like...
I think the owner of Donut Project can vouch for this.
Yeah.
Because we actually had a discussion. But, yeah, we went to Glaze, because I've been wanting to go there for a while. And we went to Glaze, and oh my god.
Literally the best. I haven't had that good of donuts in such a long time.
Pretty much
such a long time.
Top 3 best donut. Ever.
All over the West Coast, all over the East Coast.
It fights for the number 1 position. The Italian cookie donut.
Oh my god.
Filled with almond paste, frangipane, some might say, and raspberry glaze, or raspberry
jelly.
Raspberry jelly inside. It's an Italian cookie.
Like, and it has that texture that you really like in those cookies.
Oh my god, and it's covered in chocolate, and the chocolate itself is good.
Yeah.
Most of the time the chocolate fails, but the chocolate is good. And I actually, what else we got? We got banana cream donut.
Yeah, which was good. It literally tastes like banana cream pie.
Filled to the top with banana cream. And what else did we get? We got the cronut, which was, I think, number 2 to Dominic's cronut that I've had.
It was really good.
It was really good. And we were sitting there, and we were talking about how great the donut was. And I think I actually said, this is the best donut that I've ever had in my life. Turns out, the owner was sitting right behind us. And I talk loud, as you can tell.
Well, it was a very short, small space too. It was like,
and I talk pretty loud, so you can hear me pretty well. And we were actually, when we were trying to order, we were trying to figure out which one to get. And there were 2 that we didn't get. We got 3.
I really wanted.
Yeah, that she wanted, and we didn't get because we were already getting like 3 massive ones. And then we finished the donut, and I see this guy get up, and go get donuts. And he gets the 2 that we wanted, and he puts them on the table and says, "Enjoy. Thank you for loving our donuts." Turns out he was the owner, and it was just so nice.
It's so nice. And they were so good.
So good too.
I mean, we just loved them.
I really, really highly recommend Glazed donuts if you're ever in New Jersey area. To me, it's a Michelin star, Michelin star. At least if you're in the state of New Jersey, you gotta visit. It was just so good. And after that,
I mean, there's no reason really for anyone not in the general vicinity not to, because you guys don't have donuts here. So
yeah. It's so good though. It might look like it might look just Instagram worthy donut, but
it's not at all. It's totally
so
worth
good.
it.
After that, at this point we're stuffed. But, us being fatties as we are, we go to White Mana Burgers.
Oh my god, so good.
So good. Probably one of the best classic burger joints ever. It's like a tiny little diner burger place.
Yeah, it's like a slider. It's like a little bit bigger slider.
Yeah, it's like, if you think of White Castle, it's pretty much White Castle.
It's elevated.
Yeah, elevated White Castle.
It's not even elevated. It's a better.
Yeah, so they cook it. They only have like 5 options for your burgers. And they cook it with, cook your meat with onion. So the onion is like nice and caramelized.
Yeah. It's also one of those places though, like, that you should just go, like, you should kind of look at it before you go. Like, I feel like it's if you're gonna get like a cheesesteak in Philly, you need to know what you want when you order, right?
You gotta
even
know.
if you've never had a cheesesteak before in your life, you need to know, like, with or without, and you need to tell them what cheese you want, stuff like that. This is kind of like a place like that. Like, you need to go in and you need to say, like, I want 2 of this with onion, with 2 cheese.
Yeah.
And then he'll,
Yeah, because obviously, like, there's a lot of people eating.
It's a very small space.
But it's a very small space, and the turnaround is very fast.
Yeah.
And it's hard to read the menu that well. So when you go in, you actually face the chef.
Yeah, literally.
Right,
he's like cooking right in front of you.
Yeah, and your turn comes real fast.
Yeah.
And you stand there, and he goes, "What do you want?"
Yeah.
And then you have to answer.
Yeah.
And you don't have time to look at the menu.
Yeah.
And we knew we wanted double cheese.
Yeah, we had it, but
We had recommended double
we
cheese.
didn't, and then he's funny. He's like
Yeah.
he seems like he might be kind of scary, but he's like
nice.
he's really nice.
He's a nice guy.
And so like there was like this couple who came in with like there was like what the daughter and then the grandchildren, and they just did not know what they wanted, and then he was talking, and then his wife was talking, and then,
there were like 2 burgers, 3 burgers, 4 burgers.
He was like only one of you would talk.
Yeah.
Like, but it was funny.
Yeah. So it's one of those like classic joints that you gotta know. So for sure,
It's
like
the
at the
person's
menu.
icon, like that one restaurant in San Francisco that had like used to have like the world's rudest waiter or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
It's like one of those.
It's an
kind of things.
experience.
Yeah.
I would, if I had to describe White Mana, I would describe it as American soul food. That's pretty much what it is. It's as American as it gets.
It is. Yeah. That's really good characterization of it.
Yeah, you just go in.
It is
you
American
order.
food.
If you ever been to like a Jewish deli, it kind of feels like it, because you go up and you got to know what you want.
Yeah. It's just kind of or like getting a cheesesteak. It's one of those places you just gotta know.
Yeah, and it was bottom line, it was really good. And like I said, every place we've been that we're talking about in this podcast, worth the trek out.
All right. Oh wait, what's the next one?
It's Michael and Pierre's French Bakery.
Yeah.
In New Jersey.
Yes.
Very, very good pastry items.
Really good. We had a passion fruit. I don't know what they're called. It's like one of those things that you see on TV all the time where they've got like it's a little dome and there's a bunch of layers of stuff inside.
Yeah.
Incredible.
If you guys like know who Dominic Ginzel is, he makes a lot of those.
Yeah, I don't know what they're called.
I think they're just called pastry, but the place that makes them is called Patisserie.
Yeah, it's like a patisserie.
It's a very authentically French patisserie that makes these little fruit things, or like pretty much like little bites of desserts.
Yeah.
So if you go to like a fancy restaurant, they might have that for like dessert. And they're like little fruit domes, pretty much, layered with stuff.
Well, like they'll have mousse, or they'll have cake, or they'll have a biscuit, or like...
Yeah, so we got... did you already talk about this?
No, we got the passion fruit, yeah.
Passion fruit was
Which
really,
I just said
really
was incredible.
good. Yeah,
it
sorry.
was.
And we got the mango?
Framboise. Which was also good, but the passion fruit was just so good.
It was outstanding. And of course, me being a visual person, had to get like the biggest...
Very extra.
Very extra Saint Honor.
It was huge. It was like literally
big as my fist.
5 like shoe pastry circles all together.
Yeah.
And a bunch of like caramel sugar work.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Granted, I've been wanting that for a while, because that's like one of the most common pastry items that really authentic French places make. And it looks good. And it's like as big as a fist. It's only like $5.
Yeah.
So I wanted it. And we had the pastry items, and Maria was already stuffed. So she's like, I'm not helping you with that.
There wasn't like a lot of time in between our eating, and it was also like driving. It wasn't actually us like walking or anything like we usually do. So I was getting full.
Yeah, so I decided I'm going to finish it by myself. And one bite in, I realized I made a mistake. Because this is a shoe pastry.
One bite is all you needed.
Yeah. Because like Maria said, it's a shoe pastry. 3 little tiny shoe pastries.
And it has, I think it was like 4, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, there's one big one at the bottom, and there's 3 top.
Tiny ones.
And then in between the 3, so the 3 shoe pastries filled with custard too.
It's like a creme patisserie or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
and then
so pastry cream.
Yeah, and then the outside is layered with vanilla bean mousse thing.
Yeah.
And the outside is caramelized sugar, so it's like caramel outside. And it was so heavy and so sweet. I almost threw up eating it. But I finished it.
It was good.
It was good. I finished it though. It was good. You should look it up. It's called Saint Honor with the E at the end. It's massive. It looks cool. But anyway, that place was good too.
Yeah.
It was good. And then at this point, we're stuffed.
Yeah, so I think we went and checked in the Airbnb.
Yeah,
and,
we
drove
went
around.
to Palisadre.
Weehawken.
Weehawken, Dueling Grounds.
Which, okay, if you've never been, I know we have like a American obsession with Alexander Hamilton right now. And I'm a huge fan of Aaron Burr, as you heard on our... Oh, did we talk about Aaron Burr?
We might have mentioned it, but I don't think we actually went into
Okay,
detail.
so I mean, if you don't know, that's who killed
Mr. President.
Yeah.
President Hamilton.
Because they had a duel in Weehawken, New Jersey.
Yes.
And anyways, if you take a ghost tour in New York, you'll learn some more about it. He supposedly him and his daughter haunt this restaurant that you can actually eat at in New York City. It's of his former carriage house and home. Pretty cool little like history thing if you want to go. He really like the story. I don't know if you guys believe in ghosts. I do, but the stories are pretty convincing that they're there.
Yeah.
But anyways, he's obviously infamous at this point, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I was like saying like I couldn't imagine dying in a more beautiful spot.
It was honestly so beautiful. We went at night.
Like the Hudson's right there.
Oh my god, the entire city.
The city line is lit up. Like it was so beautiful, and the homes there are just gorgeous. But
wow, incredible! Like if you don't care about the history, just go there for the view.
Yeah, just go.
It's amazing.
It's beautiful. And then after that, we
decided
to go to the best place ever.
Best tapas ever.
Oh my god.
Casa de Paco in the Ironbound district of New Jersey. Which is
the Portuguese district?
Yeah, Portuguese district. And oh my god, we only got 3 things. We got octopus, we got croquetas, and we got they're special for the day. They only had it for that day.
They have it on the menu. Oh, they don't have it on the menu, the specific one we had. But.
Yeah. So it's a squid ink paella with octopus, cuttlefish.
Yeah. Nice.
And yeah, it's a pretty much like
so they have a paella on the menu at all times,
lobster,
but not the squid ink one.
But oh my god, I don't even know where to begin with any of the dishes. It was the entire experience was incredible.
Amazing.
It was something that I've never had.
Yeah, same.
I can't even start to describe how good the octopus was because I can't even I can't even describe the flavors.
There's such a distinct flavor in it that they obviously I don't know what it is, but it was something that you recognize, but like I still can't articulate. It was cooked really well,
seasoned perfectly.
It was so good, honestly.
Buttery, chewy.
I feel like I keep saying that, but I don't know how else to describe it.
One of the best octopus that I've had.
The croquetas were awesome too.
Oh my god, croquetas!
They had Iberico ham, potato, and I think a little bit cheese, right?
Yeah, it literally, it doesn't feel like you're actually eating anything when you bite into it.
Yeah, it was so soft.
Dissolves in your mouth. So good. And we also got the passion fruit sangria.
Oh my god, amazing.
Amazing.
And not even that expensive. The small pitcher was like 15 bucks. Regular sangria is only 10.
And it's 4 cups for the small pitcher.
Yeah, the big pitcher was like what, 20? But that's if you're got like 3 people at the table. It's more than, I mean, we don't drink that much, but it was more than enough for us. But
absolutely amazing. And I can't even start to describe the paella because the cuttlefish was so amazing. The squid ink or the rice cooked in squid ink was absolutely
and it had, like,
incredible.
Fresh peas in there and fresh like herbs on the top. Like
I was saying to Maria that like there's certain food that I feel like I can survive off of completely on its own, and that was it. Just it felt like a perfect dish on its own. I wouldn't add anything. I wouldn't take out anything.
No.
It was just perfect on its own.
It was good.
And we couldn't finish it because we're fat people. And we already ate too much.
Well, we also overestimated the size. Or underestimated the size.
Yeah, I thought it was a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was massive.
It was really massive. She was like, it's perfect for 2 people. And like,
the waiter was.
Honestly,
it was massive.
It could feed, if you got more small plates, it could feed 3 for sure.
It was like if you guys know what a Chinese wok is, it's literally filled a wok, pretty much.
Yeah, it was a little bit more shallow than that.
Yeah, it's like a big pot.
It was a pan.
Yeah, it was a pan.
It was a pan of it.
But we pretty much had like, we tried to work on it as much as we could. We worked there for like 15 minutes, and we maybe barely made a scratch on it.
Yeah.
And then we took it to go, and we committed a sin by leaving it in our Airbnb.
We forgot.
Oh my god, I still regret it.
I completely meant to remind you too, and I just forgot about it.
Whatever. It was absolutely amazing, and it was a perfect end to New Jersey. Perfect end.
Yeah.
And that was a great day to start with.
It was a good vibe in the restaurant too. They make you feel like family.
Yeah, they do.
And everybody in there knows each other. So I'm just like, it's obviously like a neighborhood hangout spot.
Yeah.
But they still make you feel as comfortable and welcome as the people who go there every single day, you know?
Yeah, I stuck out like a sore thumb being the only Korean guy there.
There was a lot of Portuguese and and Spanish people in there. A lot of Portuguese and Spanish were actually the 2 main languages being spoken in that restaurant.
Yep.
Not even very much English, obviously.
English, yeah, pretty much Portuguese and Spanish.
so I was in my element. But
Yeah, it was-
but they were. I mean, they were great, honestly.
Absolutely amazing. One of the best tapas we've had.
Yeah.
I cannot.
And they are Spanish tapas.
Yeah.
It's a Portuguese neighborhood, but I think they're from
He's from Spain.
Granada or something. Was that?
It's
No, Galicia.
Galicia, yeah.
Yeah, it
that's
was
what it is.
Galicia.
Yeah.
They
Shout
were
out to the
so good.
Shout out to the chef. We cannot recommend it enough. We cannot.
I just, it's like
talk about it enough. Honestly.
sometimes it's like it's hard to find a restaurant that hits all the points. Like, I don't think we really care about service that much because we're there for the food. But
Yeah.
like when something like that happens and you have a good experience, it just like pushes it over the edge.
Yeah.
And the drinks were good, and like
Yeah.
I think even one of their cocktails is up for some sort of award, right?
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was. Everything was good. Nothing was bad. Nothing was even remotely close to being mediocre.
Nope.
Everything was outstanding.
Absolutely.
Perfect end to Jersey first day, our anniversary 7-year trip. And starting out the second day, we go to Queens because we actually haven't spent that much time in Queens before.
I got it.
Sure.
Yeah, just a second. 30 minutes.
It's fine. We'll do like an hour.
Okay.
We haven't spent that much time in Queens before.
I don't think we even ever actually went over to Queens, right?
Yeah.
We've been to Bronx, Harlem.
Pretty much never, actually. Yeah, you're right. So we go straight to Queens in this place that I've been wanting to go for like years now. Queens Comfort and Comfortland. And we just went to Comfortland for the donuts.
And we didn't even get any of the breakfast, which is amazing.
Oh my god, you should see the pictures.
Yeah.
There are focused on American soul food, like fried chicken,
Yeah,
like all that
it
stuff,
is-
biscuits.
Yeah, they're
Crazy stuff.
biscuit people.
Like crazy gravy, all that stuff. But what we got was we got banana bread, cinnamon banana bread, PB&J donut.
Which also had chocolate in it. Like I
Also
think they had like
had
chocolate chips in it.
And what else did we get? We get a cruller, fancy cruller.
Fancy cooler.
And the king,
Yeah, the
king's bread?
Yeah, king like the what is it? Like the
Louisiana.
it's the king's bread. All the Latin cultures in Spanish, Italy, like Mardi Gras.
Yeah,
it's like the
little
Mardi Gras
baby.
cake with the
Little
baby.
gold baby. And they made it into a donut.
Yeah.
Which had, so to start off with that one, amazing, first of all.
Yeah.
Granted. And it's filled with like
It was like a
horchata
cream cheese center. So it was like cinnamon, cream cheese,
like rice,
sugar.
Yeah, just amazing.
Yeah.
And the cruller was really good.
It was really good.
Yeah, I usually hate crullers
I like them.
because I think they taste too much like egg. They're too eggy sometimes.
Yeah, that can happen.
Yeah, like a bad choux pastry, like too eggy.
Yeah.
But it was really good. But the most noteworthy thing that made my top 5 or top 10 list of donuts. I know I'm saying this again, but this was good. I'm telling you.
This was like a specific donut.
Yeah, banana, chocolate chip, banana, churro, cinnamon, PB&J donut. So it's pretty much fried banana bread with PB&J.
Yeah, on the top.
Absolutely amazing.
It was really, really good.
Oh my god. Everything you like in a chocolate chip banana bread and PB&J sandwich, just into one.
Okay,
And a churro.
and also they have drinks, and they have like crazy drinks. Like they have like a donut milk latte or something like that, where it's like donut infused milk. And I really like espresso and tonic. I had my first one in Hawaii back in April.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't think I've had one as good as that then. But they had an espresso and Coke. It was called like a Victor Vega, right?
Victor Vega.
An espresso and Coke and cherry, and it was amazing. It was really good.
Yeah, it was really good.
If you've never had an espresso and tonic or an espresso and Coke, it is literally the new way to drink like espresso. It is so good.
Hashtag pro tip. If you guys, like Maria said, never had that, you can try it at home.
Yeah, if you have an espresso machine or even a coffee machine.
You can actually do it with a coffee or an espresso. Espresso, I like espresso personally better because it's more concentrated.
Agreed.
I used to drink this all the time. 1884.
Yeah,
I think it's called.
Something like that.
It's root beer.
No, it's Dr. Pepper.
Oh, sorry. Dr. Pepper with a shot of espresso. Which
is also really good.
One of my favorite drinks of all time. And I used to actually do it with Coke too. You'll see why we like it so much. It's amazing. Everything you like about soft drink, everything you like about coffee into one.
even even an espresso and tonic, if you're
Yeah.
trying to save the calories or whatever,
Yeah.
like espresso, like the tonic, it just like it does with like a gin and tonic or whatever, it takes the edge off of the espresso.
So good.
So it's really good.
So good. One of my favorite refreshing drinks. So Queen's Comfort and Comfortland was a success too.
Yes.
That was amazing.
Then what did we do?
We actually went to Golden Shopping Mall
Oh, yep. And
in
like the
Flushing.
Yeah, Flushing's
In
It's
Flushing.
like the Chinatown of
Yeah, pretty much
of Queens.
most ethnic part of Queens of all time. So this mall is like underground, or well, the mall itself is above ground, but underground and above ground part, there's like a food court.
A tiny food court.
Yeah, you can't even call it like a food court. It's like a bunch of businesses together, just sitting there selling food.
Yeah.
And we go there, and we get hand pulled dumpling or wonton noodle soup, and we get this thing called lamb burger, which is pretty much like a arepa.
It was like pita bread.
Yeah, it's almost like pita bread, and it's stuffed with
It was basically a lamb sloppy joe.
lamb sloppy joe
It
with
was
Chinese
spicy, there was-
chili sauce.
Yeah, peppers in it.
Amazing.
So good.
You probably have never tasted what it. I can almost guarantee that you've never tasted that.
Yeah.
I would for sure suggest that you go and eat it. Lamb hand pie or lamb burger.
They do not speak English though, so
no.
they'll know what you're saying when you ask for
Yeah.
it, but you gotta know how much money to bring exactly, and you gotta just say like
Cash
wonton
only, of
soup.
course.
Yeah, cash only. Wonton soup, lamb burger, and then you're good to go.
Yeah, yeah. They also have pictures, so you can point.
They do.
Yeah, you can point. And,
And they have like a menu in English, but like if you ask them any questions, they won't be able to respond to you.
Yeah, absolutely amazing noodle soup. Lamb burger was great, amazing, something you've never had. But hand pulled noodles,
Yeah.
wonton was amazing.
You could also watch them hand pull the noodles, which
Yeah.
is
They do it in the
literally
back,
the
right
most
in front of you.
amazing thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's so like mesmerizing to watch if you've never seen it before.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's an experience on its own too. You're basically in China.
They also have like a place there that does dumplings. Like you can create your own dumplings.
Yeah, on the spot,
Yeah, on
they
the
literally
spot.
make it and they boil it and they give it
It
to you.
literally says like pick 3. It's like a Chipotle
Yeah.
for dumplings.
Yeah, squid, like duck,
Shrimp,
lamb,
pork.
whatever. Go there, experience
Yeah,
it.
it's really amazing.
Eat as much as you can. And after that, we are kind of full, so we walk around the park in Flushing's. And then where's the next place that we went?
Then we went to the Latino side,
Ah, yes.
and we got off. I don't. What stop is that?
It's Roosevelt.
Roosevelt.
Roosevelt, sorry guys. I'm foreign, so come on. Roosevelt and like 8th or something like that. If you guys type in comida ecuadoriana, Ecuadoriana, it'll show up, and it's literally right off of the subway.
Literally, you get off the subway, and there's
And it's
just
right in front.
streets.
Yeah.
Like the street on both sides is just lined up with anything. There's arepas, there's Ecuadorian food, there's I think there's Mexican food. Like
Yeah.
you can get tacos,
Yeah.
you can get desserts.
Anything you can think of Hispanic wise, it's there.
Colombian food. It's like that's like the Latino area. So
Yeah.
there's stores. There's like Colombian food. There's Brazilian food. Like there's everything you need. Like Latino wise, if you're craving it, it's
Yeah.
there.
We
All
got
of
the
it.
inspiration from late Anthony Bourdain when he ate at the Comida Ecuadoriana.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Rest in peace. It was absolutely amazing. For $10, you
Yeah.
get this plate full of just meat and
Yeah, we got the mix.
mama beans and
Yeah, so it has like
Potato.
hominy and fava beans and potato and
my God.
we got the mix, so we got like all the meats basically.
yeah, we got chicharron, we got pulled pork, we got everything. The cheese potato. Oh my God! We sat on a bus bench, as you should. When you're eating out on the street cart, you gotta be in the cold or in the hot.
She only takes cash too. I
She
think.
only takes cash, of course. We sat out.
Some of them had the square thing.
Yeah,
I
they
think
did.
Most of them took
We
cash.
sat out on the bus bench watching a homeless man beg for money as we eat this one of the most authentic chicharron that I've ever had.
It's really good.
Oh my God, so good. And you know his chicharron is good if even the meat itself is crunchy.
Jesus.
Oh my god, what are you doing? All of you guys.
Nobody here can
Drive like
guys.
dummies. God. Anyway.
Oh, look, California.
Oh, nice.
All right, well, you're not going to do this.
Anyway, that place was amazing too. For $10, you get everything you want.
She's really nice.
She's really nice. She let my girlfriend speak her amazing Spanish to her.
My Spanglish.
Yeah. And
she spoke the Spanglish back to me.
And she speaks English too. So,
yeah, she does.
Yeah, it's not a big deal if you don't speak.
It's just, I was more respectful when he speaks to her in Spanish.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, it's just nicer. And then after that, we walk over at our full state, already fed to the gill.
Oh, and they also like fry the. I don't know if any of you guys have had this, but I love fried like hominy. And they she fries like a bunch of the hominy. She like puts it on top. It's really good.
So good.
It's like the perfect bite with like potato, hominy, and like the chicharrón. It's so good.
Yeah, and then there's actually this like fruit salsa that she gives you. That's really amazing. And the pulled pork, I thought it was a little bit dry, but if you dip it in the salsa, perfection.
See, I didn't think so.
Perfection. Fruit salsa, perfection. And obviously, this place is recommended too. And then we walk over, which is not really far at all. It's like 10 minutes. We walk over to Arepa Lady.
Yep.
And we get the arepa de choclo.
Yeah.
De pollo.
Yeah, pollo asado is what I got.
Pollo
it's
asado.
my favorite.
And I got arepa de...
Rellena.
Rellena. Yeah, and it was mixa. It was
so
all the meats. Sausage, chicken, everything. Pork, everything you can think of. And the consistency of the outside shell was really amazing. It was crusty and it was soft in the inside and hard on the outside. For mine, for the rellena, and for Maria, the choclo. It's like almost like a sweet pancake.
It's like a sweet corn cake. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a sweet corn cake. And they had this salsa, which was pineapple salsa. One of the best salsas that I've had, honestly.
Yeah, it was good.
I really recommend getting the arepa de choclo and pollo any meat you want, really. And then putting the pineapple salsa on it because the outside is already sweet and they put the fruit in there and it's just absolutely amazing. Just takes it over the edge.
Agreed.
Perfect amount of acid, sweetness, saltiness. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Definitely worth going out to Queens for. And then after that, we are stuffed. So we decide to hold off on food, right? We just I think we had dessert after that, right?
We did, but now I'm trying to remember where we went.
Well, there's pictures, right?
Oh, yeah. Wait, no. We decided to go into Manhattan, remember?
Oh, yeah. So we were actually planning on spending all day in Queens, but there's some stuff that we wanted to do in the city and, be a little...
They're not on here. You have them.
I think I know where it is because we go to Supermoon. Yeah. So we decided to go back into the city and hit my favorite croissant place of all time, Supermoon Bakehouse. I will not go into how amazing Supermoon Bakehouse is because it's going to take 2 hours talking about it because it's one of my...
Did we get ice cream?
2, yeah, milk.
Okay,
yeah. And then I go to Supermoon Bakehouse. I have an amazing experience as usual, and I'm not even going to describe how great it is. Just go to Supermoon Bakehouse, experience it for yourself. They have cruffins, they have donuts, they have classic viennoiserie stuff like croissants, all that stuff. Definitely go in there, check it out. And then after at our full state, we decide, you know what, we haven't had sweets in a while. The last sweet that we had...
Specifically cold sweets.
Yeah, cold sweets. Last sweet that we had was in the morning. So we decide, you know what, we need some ice cream to balance all this out. So we go to the Milk Bar, and we get their classic Fruity Pebbles and cereal mix ice cream with
the corn cereal.
Corn cereal.
Audi as I don't know, what is it called? It's like
a crumble.
Yeah.
And it was perfect amount of sweetness, and the crumble is salty.
The crumble is so salty and like savory. I love it.
It works perfectly together. And this might be obvious for some people because they're so famous, but it's really good. It's definitely worth the visit. I personally like the classic side, and
I loved the Fruity Pebble.
Yeah.
It literally tastes like when you're a kid and your Fruity Pebble, you drink your Fruity Pebble milk after like finishing your bowl of cereal. That's exactly what it tasted like.
That's what it is, yeah. I thought it was perfect.
And it was really good with like the savory corn flakes.
Yeah. And guess what? Right around the corner is Prince Street Pizza.
We weren't done.
We weren't done. We're not done yet. So this is about like 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, something like that. I don't know. And so to go to Milk Bar, you pass the Prince Street, and we knew Prince Street Pizza was right there because we passed by Prince Street a couple times, and every time we've been there, it was probably like 50 people deep because the hype is massive at Prince Street.
Massive.
And when we were
doesn't matter when either. Summer, like we went in the summer, it was packed, and also when we went in October when it was like just starting to get really cold there.
Crazy. And then we actually saw that it was only like 10 people deep. So we're like, you know what? Let's have pizza. We haven't had pizza in a while. So we get Prince Street, and I get the square slice pepperoni.
I got cheese slice because cop. Nice. 2 cups.
I think they're talking to each other and they're going faster.
Anyway, we're not even going that fast, but it's like a knee-jerk reaction whenever you see them.
You have to stop pretty much.
We're literally going the speed limit, but anyways, so yeah, we decided that we had to have it, and he had spicy pepperoni, and I was worried it was going to be too spicy. I don't know who I thought it was. It was not.
It was not.
But I got the cheese. I love cheese pizza, and they had like a sweet tomato sauce, and then the cheese. It was really good.
And it was
but
crusty.
I think I even really liked your pepperoni a lot.
It was really good. I kind of get the hype. I personally wouldn't wait an hour for it.
Yeah, so like if you see that line that's hella long, just go somewhere else.
I thought
if it's like 15, 20 people deep, then go ahead.
Yeah, I thought the pizza place up in like West Village was better. I'm not gonna start naming names, but I thought there are better pizza slices. But I thought Prince Street was a solid choice for that area. I thought it was really good for sure. I would definitely eat it again, but I wouldn't wait an hour. So if you guys go by Prince Street and it's like a 10-person line or even like a 20-person line, because the line goes by really fast, I would definitely visit. Give it a try. The square slice is good. Pizza, the cheese was really good.
Yeah, there's a lot of people on the wall too, so it's kind of fun once you get in there to like look at everybody, because there's a lot of celebrities that have gone there.
Yeah, it's like if you guys have been to Joe's Pizza in Greenwich, it's kind of like that, but much better, much better quality. So yeah, Prince
less
Street
of a line
good.
though at the other one.
Yeah, but Prince Street was good. If there's not a lot of people there, I recommend it for sure. And that's how we ended the night. We actually went to Starbucks Reserve Bar, which is cool.
It's a really cool spot.
We hung out there for a while, but that's how we ended the night. The second night, number 2 of our anniversary celebration, 7 years. And the third day, which is today, this morning, so sad that we're going home right now.
I know, we're almost there actually.
This morning we decide to do the favorites, the greatest hits of our New York experience. So what do we do when we wake up? We go to Dominic and Sell.
Yes.
Because Dominic and Sell is number 1.
Absolutely.
We go and get the cronut, and it was cherry and almond.
Oh my god, it was so good.
So good. And it's kind of funny. We've had so many cronuts that we can actually tell the different consistency of the cronut itself, and like what we have, like our favorites, like which one was our favorite, all that stuff. And it's funny that we actually like rank the cronuts that we have, because we have them in LA, we have them in New York, so we like rank which one is our favorite. And this one was actually on the softer side because I think the almond gave up too much water. Maybe cherry did. I think one of the apple one that we had was softer side too.
Yeah.
But some of them is on the harder side, and we like the crunchier side. But this one was amazing. I thought it was, honestly though, I thought it was way more sweeter than his usual cronuts.
Well, I don't think that's fair to say that just because of we also got other stuff.
Yeah, we got the small patisserie stuff.
As of who we are.
Yeah, that's how we got introduced to the patisserie because of Dominic Gensel. When you go in, you'll obviously see the cronuts, but in the display case, you'll see like little pastry items. And that's what we like too, because I think Dominic does it one of the best. He just packs in so much flavor and so much texture and so much different feels into tiny little pastry. And that's, I guess, the art of why people like the pastry. So we got the matcha passion fruit. I think berry bear.
Yeah, it was like
pastry.
a little shoe pastry with like raspberry filling inside and some fondant.
Yeah, marshmallow fondant.
Yeah, it was like marshmallowy fondant on the outside.
And then we got our classic favorite,
pavlova.
The blackberry pavlova, which is just hands down one of our favorites.
It is. It's amazing. We just like pavlovas in general, so.
Yeah. I think Dominic ruined pavlovas for us because I think that Dominic's pavlova was our first pavlova.
Yeah.
And then we've been trying to eat pavlovas like that without actually going to Dominic, and we pretty much failed most places. And if you go to Dominic's, I would recommend it. It's amazing. It's basically, if you don't know what it is, like a meringue, but it's amazing. I thought we've had it before. It's the classic blackberry pavlova, and the raspberry choux bear was good too. The fondant was chewy and nice. It wasn't too heavy. It was kind of on the lighter end.
Yeah.
And the matcha and passion fruit sounds weird. Goes really well together.
It was so good.
Really well together. Complex flavors. And obviously the cronut was good. And Dominic Gensel is one of our favorites, and we had to go to it on our actual day of anniversary.
Yeah.
And then we trek over, because it's only 20 minutes. So this is actually what we do when we hit Dominic Gensel and Supermoon. They're only like 15 to 20 minute walk.
Yeah.
And then in between, there's absolutely amazing coffee shop called Cafe Vita. One of our favorite coffee shops of all time. They make their coffee as dark as they can.
Yeah.
So dark.
Literally, if anyone tells you to go anywhere else, just like don't even listen to them.
Don't listen to them. If they say go to what is it called? The spot that you don't like.
Oh, Blue Bottle?
Yeah, if they say go to Blue Bottle, don't listen to them.
I have a lot of things to say about Blue Bottle, but I won't say them.
Go to Cafe Vita. That place is amazing. Don't go to Bluestone Lane.
Yeah.
Go to Cafe Vita. So what you do is you go either Dominic Gensel or Supermoon first, and you get the coffee after, and then you trek over to the other place. So we did Dominic Gensel, and then we got the coffee from Cafe Vita, and then we went to Supermoon, and we got PB&J twice baked croissant, and I'll let you talk about it for the other one that we got.
Oh, what do you mean? Oh, the sausage?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. I've never had a lot of these, but one of it's like a Australian hand pie, which is like something that Australians are known for. And that's what it is. It's like a puff pastry with sausage filling. And they give it to you with little packets of ketchup. And I swear to God, I've never had anything better. I don't know what he does. Like, the pastry is like, he's got nuts on it, and it's salty, and then this
perfectly fluffy and crunchy.
The sausage inside is like he has it like what's it called? It's a little bit pink, so it's not cooked too much.
Yeah.
And he has all these like herbs, and it's really good.
Soft,
honestly,
buttery, salty, amazingness. Amazing.
I don't know what to say about it.
It's one of the perfect savory croissants.
It really is.
Shout out to Mr.
It's not a croissant. It's like a hand
like
pie.
A hand pie. You're right. It's like a hand pie.
It's really flaky.
Really flaky. Amazing. I recommend it. He only has it on the weekend. I think he has it Saturday, Sundays. And I really loved the PB&J. It was very peanut butter focused.
I didn't like it as much.
Yeah. I mean, my lady doesn't like twice baked in general.
I don't.
Much. And she doesn't like the crunchy croissants.
Yeah.
So it's understandable, it's for sure. But I thought it was really, really. It was one of his best work. I thought.
I really liked. So they had like. Can I just talk about the key lime one now?
Yeah, for sure. Go
So they had a key lime one, which was like a key lime pie one, and he had lime curd in the inside, and it had like he does like this little meringue like I don't even know what you call it. It's like a little swish on top.
Yeah.
And it has it's like he like puts the heat on it, so it's like marshmallow. Oh my god, I don't know. It was really
perfect.
good.
Yeah, just
and he had a little bit of like the key lime crumble or whatever is on the top. So
just go to it. Just eat it.
It was good. That was probably my favorite one that we've had so far.
Eat everything that he makes. And the cruffin for this period was Oreo or cookies.
Oh yeah,
cream.
that was really good too.
It was really good too. He filled the cream to the brim for the cruffin. It was really good. So it was a great experience overall at Supermoon, as usual.
Yeah.
And go to it, guys. It's worth
and then what do we have?
The last meal of the day was llama.
Was it the last one?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it doesn't feel like that.
Yeah. At Supermoon, after that we went to Bohemian Llama Party.
No, Bolivian llama.
Oh my god.
Bohemian.
Sorry guys. Bolivian Llama Party in Turnstile Market near Central Park, near Columbus Circle actually. So it's like underground market with bunch of stuff. It's actually really cool. And it's one of the only places, Bolivian Llama Party is one of the only places that sell Bolivian food in the city. So we got the sandwich and what would you call that?
I don't remember what they were called.
Isn't there like a Mexican version of that?
No, they're not the same thing.
I know, but what is it called?
I don't even know what to call it, but it was like another hand pie.
Yeah, it's like
But it's made with like sweet potato.
Yeah, it's like a hard crust sweet potato.
Yeah.
Thick crust too. And inside it was pork, ground pork. And it kind of tasted like chili almost.
Yeah.
And it was just, it was oozing and it had cheese in it. And it's just, outside is perfectly potato crust. And it's just perfect. It's great.
It was really good.
Go eat it. They have a bunch of different options.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff down there. So
yeah, and then the sandwich was really good. I got the pulled pork sandwich, and the bread is kind of like the potato outside that we were just talking about, like the pie. It's kind of like crunchy, and they put pickled
vegetables.
Vegetables, like especially onions.
Onions, carrots.
It was so good. It was really good. And I think they put like some kind of aioli sauce on there.
Yeah, there was like some sort of it. It was so good.
It was really good. It's worth it. Go to everything. So that's our trip. And that was only 2.5 days, I'd say. And we definitely ate a lot.
We also walked a lot, though. I think we walked, 13 miles yesterday?
13.5 yesterday.
Yeah, so.
We walked through pretty much all of Queens.
We deserve what we ate.
Yeah, we did. I don't think I gained that much weight. One of the biggest questions that we get, especially me, because I have a Foodstagram, so people ask me this all the time, like how I don't gain weight or how I'm not diabetic or obese. We just walk a lot when we eat.
We also don't eat like that during the week.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what people think we do.
Eat really, really clean, and on the weekends, maybe once in a while we'll do that. And only on special occasions we'll go out and eat like absolute fat people. So,
usually on the weekends, it's like one meal.
Yeah, one meal, and we don't even like binge out. We just
it's just like we go to like a nice restaurant for dinner.
Yeah, nice restaurant or like something cool rrestaurant for dinner.
And we'll get what people normally get.
Yeah, like a couple donuts maybe, that kind of stuff. Normal stuff. I just like trying out new stuff, and I also save some of the pictures that I eat, so I post later.
Yeah, I think people think that you're like eating like that every meal.
Yeah, I don't. I just eat so much at one time sometimes, and I train so much that I have so many pictures left over. Like, I actually have Boston and Hawaii backed up. We ate so much in Boston and Hawaii, and I haven't posted any of it. So like, it's kind of those cases where it just kind of backs up, and I have to post, and I just don't. But this probably was one of our best trips ever as far as food and exploring new stuff, looking at a bunch of cool monuments and stuff, going to an area that we haven't been. It was really fun. I think it was one of the most successful trips.
I agree.
And I'm glad I did it with my beautiful lady of 7 years. Domestic partnership at this point, hashtag. Let's do joint filings, joint tax filings, all that stuff. Anyway, is there anything else you want to talk about?
I don't think so. We covered everything we ate.
I think so. And on an end note, every day, every year with my lady has been really awesome. Last 7 years don't really feel like 7 years.
It really doesn't.
I don't know if some of you guys have long relationships, but if you just say 7 years, it seems crazy.
Yeah.
I've been dating this girl all of my 20s and part of my 19 when I was 19.
I was 18. So.
Yeah. It sounds insane, but when you really like this person and like all you want to do is like hang out with this person and like do fun stuff, because people ask us all the time like, you guys travel so much and you guys do so much fun stuff together, and people almost say it in like that's weird, and I always think like, don't you want to do that with your significant other?
I feel like, I don't know, I just think like you're my best friend, so
yeah, we're just best friends. You have to be best friends to hang out for 7 years together. But on an end note, not to drag this podcast on for too long, every day has been awesome. We fight. We have ups and downs.
Yes.
But it's still awesome. I love my lady.
Agreed. I love you too.
And it's been beautiful 7 years. Here's to another 70. And I'm sure you guys noticed, just a little PS. My girl hasn't been talking for a while.
It's snowing.
Because it's snowing.
I'm starting to get stressed.
We're almost to our home in upstate. And she's getting stressed out.
No,
she's
it's gonna be fine. But
it's gonna be fine. It's just like
it's gonna be out. Like I've already checked the weather for where we're going, and it's gonna be not snowing there.
And
but
it's not
I guess I'm just wondering where it's gonna stop.
Yeah. And she's just worrying and not talking. So
Just
that's
a
why
lot
she's
of
not
it out
talking
here right now.
So if you guys are listening because of my girlfriend, blame her. Tell her to stop stressing out so much.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's actually totally fine.
Yeah.
But...
It's not even sticking. It's just literally like snow in the air.
Yeah.
Anyway. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for joining us in our 7-year anniversary podcast. I hope you guys stay with us for a while, for another 70. All right, love you guys. Love my girlfriend. Goodbye. See ya.